Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be painting some miniatures from the Rise of the Dread Moon quest pack. Yeah, obviously I've gone mad with Hero Quest. I brought all the packs. I'm just currently waiting for the Ogre one to appear. Should be on my desk hopefully in the next few days. Yeah, so in this one, rather than painting sort of like the figures or the main sort of characters or the mobs, I'm going to go painting a couple of, well, I guess they're just called statues. So yeah, it's these two lovely looking elves on their little plimps, and I'm going to have a go at doing them in a bronze sort of look, and obviously give it an aged look as well. So I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I've been using the Army Painter speed paints obviously for quite some time now, and they obviously came out with the metallic range. And well, every video I've done, whenever I've used them, I've always put a wash on over the top because I've never had good effects. And the reason is I was really kind of using them incorrectly. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of doing what I'm about to show you sooner, but there you go. So yeah, start off how I would normally do: prime the miniatures in black, good old dry brushing with white, and this is where normally when I put the metallic speed paints over the top, it would literally completely cover them really well, but almost too well that yeah, you didn't get to see any of this dark and light shade from underneath. So before I get to the paints, yeah, obviously I've been using this little Poppet, well, kid's toy for quite some time now, as it is great for using with the paints because it's so easy to clean, because literally once the paint dries it just peels off because it doesn't stick to the silicone, which is awesome. But I've recently been sent something far better than this. So this, well, this we can just hoof out the window, and we can bring in this lovely silicone painting mat. Say mat because as you can see of it, it's huge. So this is from Green Stuff World. I'll leave some links down below, guys. And yet this whole thing is silicone. Got a real weird feel to it, although weird but in a nice kind of way. Obviously loads of these little pocket areas which you can use for, well, for painting, but are also the same size as the bottles. So if you use Citadel contrast bottles, they can go in the larger ones, and obviously any of the other ones go in the smaller ones. But there's loads obviously here, so if you're mixing up your paints, it's perfect. And like everything else, yeah, it'll just dry and then you can just peel it off. So it also comes with, well, I don't know what it comes with, but I also got a cutting mat just to put in the insert, which is just amazing. I love it when there's new stuff that comes out. Well, I say new stuff, this may be old, but it's new to me. And it's just perfect. So I've got my miniatures. This is what I'm going to do a bit different. Obviously all the metallic range or speed paints come with speed paint medium in them, and you also get this bottle of speed paint medium which I never ever use, but today I am, and this is where it's a game changer for me. I don't know, you guys may well be doing this for ages anyway, so I'm watering it down with the speed paint medium even more. As I say, normally the metallic range of paints, they cover really well, but too well that you don't get to see any of the light and dark sort of areas underneath, whereas putting the speed paint medium in really dilutes it down a whole lot more. And as you can see, yeah, metallic paint going over, covering well, but you can still see all that lovely sort of priming black dry brush underneath. So yes, you're getting a lot more contrast in the metallic paint because, well, there's dark areas and there's light areas. So for me, mind blown, game changer. As I say though, you guys might be watching this thinking, well, that's how you're meant to do it and you've been doing it for months, years, whatever. But yeah, little old me didn't. And yeah, absolutely love it. So there's definitely no need to put a wash over this because, well, you're getting awesome results with the sort of the one coat, which is kind of what you get with all the other sort of speed paint range of paints from Army Painter. And yeah, hey, I just can't believe I've never done this, and I'm just loving the results. So now I want to make it a bit more aged, so I'm using this stuff, Dirty Down. I don't know if you've ever used this before, guys. I've normally used the Dirty Down Rust, and the results are just awesome. It really is like rust in a bucket. But as you can see, this one is the old verdigris, and yeah, this is going to make the copper look like it's, I always forget what the term is, because it's not rusted, it's corroded? I'm not too sure. But basically, if you got copper over years, over time, you get the old like greeny blue sort of stuff build up on it. Yeah, so this stuff, it's awesome. Obviously, as you can see though, I have got some greaseproof paper underneath because it can get a little bit messy, and this stuff really does sort of stain, well, pretty much anything it touches. So I use the same brush for this that I always use. It's a very old brush, so it don't really matter if the bristles get ruined. So the idea here is put loads on in areas all over the place, but then use some water to kind of like thin it down. This obviously helps it sort of get into the nooks and crannies, and say it just varies it up. So you get some areas that got like full amount of this stuff on, and some areas where it's watered down. So you get a nice inconsistency once it all dries. And when it does dry, you get this. Awesome. I mean, it takes about 20 minutes, half an hour for it to dry. You can put a hairdryer on it to sort of speed it up, but as well, if you've seen any pictures of me, you'll know I don't have any hair, so no hairdryer here. But absolutely love the results. Yeah, absolutely awesome. So the last little thing to do, just to bring back a few shiny areas, is just do a bit of dry brushing with this War Paint Fanatic bronze. Yeah, just sort of bring back a few areas that look like they've been sort of nudged, rubbed, or, well, I'm not too sure, but it just gives a great effect, and really does make these miniatures pop. As I say, for little statues, yeah, I'm really chuffed with how these have come out, especially as this really didn't take too long at all. Yeah, we're talking, well, it probably took longer for the dirty down verdigris to sort of dry than to do everything else, to be honest. So awesome results, nice and easy, nice and quick. But yeah, loving the fact, say, I don't know why I've never used a speed paint medium to sort of dilute any of the speed paints down anymore, because every time I get speed paints, there's always a bottle of the speed paint medium in there. So yeah, it's crazy that I've not used this bottle in I don't know how long. But there you go, say, instant results, awesome looking, and I'm just so chuffed that I can now do all the metallic range of speed paints, and they're going to come out looking awesome. And talking of awesome, let's see these in, well, all their glory. And there we go. I think these statues look pretty awesome with these the fantasy base that I've got here. So if you want to get hold of this fantasy base, there's a Kickstarter by Limelight Miniatures, tabletop fog machine with fantasy bases. There's a link down below. Pretty awesome looking, I think. As I say, it's a great way of showing off all these sort of printed minis or painted minis that I'm going to be doing, especially if, say, Hero Quest. There are going to be a lot more to come because, well, I bought all the expansion sets. And just to mention, guys, I get all my stuff from Chaos Cards. There is a link down below, and there's also a discount code down below to get 5% off when you spend £50 or more and get in their miniatures. And I say, yeah, these, I love it. Obviously, I love the dirty down effects because they are just so simple and so easy, whether it's the rust effect or this one. Yeah, they're so easy to use. And yeah, this green stuff world, well, painting matte, mixing matte, whatever you want to call it, it's just awesome. As I say, it's great to have a large size one with a cutting mat in the middle. So yeah, Army Paints Speed Paint Medium. Who knew? Probably all of you guys. It's probably just me that didn't realise I should be putting more in to water down or thin down those metallic range of paints. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave some likes, share where you can, leave some comments, subscribe if you're new, as I do produce videos every week. And yeah, you guys all take care. See you in the next one. Bye for now.